When it comes to security assessment, it's critical that organizations engage their business units as they're building their security program. An accurate understanding of how applications and data are being accessed, consumed, and stored is imperative. If building our security program starts and ends with IT, we will inevitably fail. Organizations often focus on low-hanging fruit like computers and printers. This approach covers a large part of the attack surface, but if we do not consider unmanaged equipment like cameras, mobile devices, temperature devices, and manufacturing equipment, we leave a large door open for potential attacks. The concepts of internal or perimeter do not exist in today's world. The takeover of new platforms like cloud-based infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service have destroyed legacy centralized security architectures. Legacy security architectures were based on centralizing data and access to enable greater security, making it much easier to manage outside connections and harden the perimeter. Consider this. You host a publicly accessible application that gathers sensitive consumer information. The information is rendered for your staff to review for accuracy, and then it is submitted to a third-party provider who stores the data. You have built granular security controls to protect the data in transit and enabled zero-trust access controls. A consulting firm is hired to identify sensitive information in your environment and audit access control. And they uncover thousands of undocumented image files containing consumer-sensitive data, NPI, on a file share. It turns out consumers have been performing print screens to validate data accuracy prior to submitting to the third party. And unfortunately, these print screens were getting scanned, stored on a file share. In summary, it's critical that we understand how business users are accessing, consuming, and storing sensitive information throughout your environment. How do we get started with protecting our data? We begin with an assessment focused on awareness, identification of applications through automated technology, conducting an assessment of findings with business consumers, classification based on sensitivity and business criticality, establish compliance, data protection, and security segmentation. All data is not equal when it comes to risk. Where are you with inventory and the identification of what you need to protect and who owns it? So how do we begin to make sense of all this information? We start by identifying and prioritizing risk while assessing the effectiveness of current cybersecurity controls and procedures. Armed with an understanding of risks and industry best practices, we work with customers to generate a tailor-fit gap analysis and roadmap outlining short-term and long-term goals. Our most powerful weapon to combat cyber attacks is our people thinking like attackers. Let our team of security experts act as your ethical hackers, ready to support and defend your data. We look forward to helping you with a risk-focused assessment to secure your data and ensure privacy based on your unique needs.